And you had no idea about the law on wearing a life vest when in a lock or on a paddleboard.
Hurry up with the tap.
I am telling you now, we are probably one of the most grateful families that are on YouTube.
My baby ain't stopping me doing nothing. Oh my gosh, they went to the Maldives during a pandemic. No, we didn't. They were lazy. So if you're thinking about giving us any hate, do one.
Not so easy when these cretins are shouting them out in the corridor. Life's not about likes and how many likes you get on a blooming picture or how many clicks you get on your Instagram or YouTube videos.
But I already know that when it does go live, there's going to be a lot of you guys freaking out about the fact that the girls are not at school. And I always say I shouldn't have to explain myself, and I know I shouldn't. I know that my inbox will be full and comments will be full of you guys saying don't explain yourself, they're your children. And so I am just pointing that out. They're my children and we will decide on what we think is best for them. But I do just want to say that they are not going to be missing out on any work whatsoever. They have all the work and more. What did your teacher say, Esme?
We don't have to do all of it, but we're gonna.
Yes, that's right. She doesn't have to do all the homework. He said to have a good time and don't worry about doing all of the work, but we are going to do it all. But they've got all the work that they would be doing in class and more here with them. So Isabel's is all online. Your teacher's set yours online, right? Yeah. I know I don't have to explain myself, but I know like it's so frustrating when you get so many people saying they don't care about the girls' education. It's not like that at all. We put all measures in place to be able to do things like this and also make sure the girls are not dropping behind at school by bringing the work away with us. It's just so frustrating when you can do this thing. Ew. You can do this thing called unschooling homeschool where you can homeschool but you don't actually have to follow any rules. So you don't have to do maths or English or anything like that. If you're interested in planes, you can just learn all about planes. It's basically what some parents do, no structure type thing, and they learn by the guidance of the child, and it's legal to do that. Anyway, the girls have got all their work. They'll be doing them every single day, so no one needs to freak out and be worrying about them not doing their schoolwork, because they are. There is something that I just want to address. I know I don't have to, and I know I will get lots and lots of comments from our amazing iFam saying you don't have to explain yourself, you're amazing parents. And I just want to say thank you so much for those comments. I know I don't have to explain myself, but there are just a few things that I kind of feel like I should address because they're quite close to my heart, and I feel like people need to know that the way they think is not always the right way. Hurry up with the tap. Hurry up with the tap. A comment that keeps popping up on a few of our vlogs, and especially the vlog that went up last night, no not last night, sorry, the night before, is why do you treat Isabel the same as you treat Esme and Isla? She's older, she should be treated different. Now, Isabel is 11. She's still in primary school. She's not in high school yet, and even if she was, I would still treat her the same as I treat Esme and Isla, in the respect that if Esme and Isla are having a Disney doll, they're in the shop, they want a Disney doll, Isabel comes over to me and says, I like this Disney doll, I would never say, you can't have that, Isabel, because you're too old. That doesn't make me a bad parent. In my opinion, that makes me a good parent. You are old and grown up for way, way, way too long. There is no point and absolutely no need to rush a childhood. You're not a child for long, and you have to make the most of these precious moments when magic's alive and just childhood is alive. You have to make the most of it. And there's absolutely no way that me and Chris would treat Isabel any different, in the respect that we wouldn't buy her a Disney doll if she wanted a Disney doll, or if she wanted a teddy bear, we wouldn't buy her a teddy bear. It doesn't matter how old she is. If she was 16 and she came to Disneyland and she wanted a Snow White doll, we'd get her the Snow White doll. There's no age limit, you guys, on when you need to grow up, when you need to start having makeup, when you need to start having a phone. There's no age. Isabel is Tret, the same as Esme and Isla, because that's where she's at. That's what she likes. If she wants something different, like recently she's taken her real interest in fashion, she can buy her own clothes, or she could buy her own style. We'll go shopping. Me and Isabel did a mummy-daughter day where we went to New Look and River Island and we bought more grown-up clothes because that's what she expressed she wanted to do. Me and Chris don't ever push Isabel into liking Disney or liking toys. We don't push that. That's what Isabel wants, and that's what we support, because we firmly believe that children should be children for as long as possible, and we would never ever try and take that away from her. Isabel, do you like Disney?
Yeah.
Do I force you to like Disney?
No.
What do you want from this Disney trip? What have you been asking for since we got here? What do you really want? We get one special treat. I'll remind you in a second. We get one special treat from Disney. She did get a ring today, but one special toy that she really wants.
That new movie, I don't know if it's called Moana.
Moana?
Yeah, and there's a teddy.
A doll.
Teddy doll.
Like a soft doll teddy. That's what Isabel wants, not what I am making her get. I would like to be Tret like Isabel's Tret and have a Disney dolls and all things like that. So please don't judge. Isabel shouldn't be Tret different from the other two, and she wouldn't want to be. Would you?
My gosh, I can't cope, guys, with the amount of people that comment on vlogs without even watching the video. It's just absolutely hilarious. So yesterday I went to Morrison's to get essentials. I didn't go because I wanted to go shopping for Easter eggs. I went because I was buying essentials. Milk for us because we didn't have any, and also essential food for my older in-laws. I'm not calling you old, Jane and Steve. Older. Older than me. They're self-isolating at the minute because they're in the high-risk category. So I went and I got them some essential shopping. And whilst I was buying my essential shopping, there was a humongous amount of Easter eggs. Obviously it's Easter on Sunday, and they were so cheap. They were 2 Easter eggs for £1, the regular sized ones, which made them like 50p each. And I said to the worker that was there bringing out more big crates of them, wow, they're so cheap. And he said, yeah, it's because we can't get rid of them. Obviously not as many people are in the shops at the moment and they can't get rid of the Easter eggs, and they had a warehouse full of them. So I bought 6 of the crates. There was 9 in each crate, and then I bought extra ones, not another full crate, but just extra. I bought 60 Easter eggs basically, which was 6 pallets, boxes, and then a few extra. So I bought 60, and I donated them to children that might not get an Easter egg this year or are poorly and are in hospital, etc, etc. And I put them in the donation box that was at the front of the supermarket, and that was great, and that was all done, and then I went on my way, dropped shopping off, came home. So many people saying, I can't believe you went shopping for Easter eggs when that's not an essential item, which is hilarious because I clearly stated on the video I was shopping for essentials. And also other people saying, I can't believe you've taken all the Easter eggs, there'll be no more for families now who need them, when I clearly stated on the video that the shop said they were reduced because they couldn't get rid of them.
But it's Easter weekend, so
it's Easter, yeah. It's actually insane. I bought 6 crates. They were hundreds. Like I said, the shop said they couldn't get rid of them. There were so many. So I'm pretty confident that I didn't take all the Easter eggs, and now no one else in the world will get an Easter egg. You guys need to pipe down and stop worrying so much about every single move I make. Literally can't do right for wrong. I wasn't out shopping for Easter eggs and chocolate. I was out shopping for essentials, and I didn't take all the Easter eggs out the supermarket, so now no one can buy them. Oh my goodness. It's actually laughable.
Now we've just finished watching Ice Age 2, is it?
I have no idea.
Ice Age 2. Anyway, I nearly fell asleep during it. We are so beat tonight.
Don't say I nearly fell asleep during it again.
No. I might have fallen asleep for like 5 seconds, maybe. I don't know. But I've got some editing to do, so I'm going to crack on with that. These guys are going to get tucked up in bed.
I was supposed to get a shower like 3 hours ago and I still haven't crawled in the shower yet. I need to go get a shower so bad. My head's itching from like itch.
Nice.
Real. Who cares?
Oh man, yeah, this vlog's probably been a bit bar guys, but you know how it is. We stayed up all night and we're not hardcore enough to just bust it all day long as well. So we're gonna say goodnight here, go tuck everyone up.
It's not that, it's that we're on holiday. We're not here to literally kill ourselves. We're here to just have fun. And if that means watching a movie that we've watched before, as a family cuddled up on the sofa, then that means watching a movie cuddled up on the sofa.
Of course it does.
Just do whatever we want to do.
Of course it does, but we're gonna have a very fun day exploring some more of this beautiful place for sure. But
I know I've received loads of messages, so I thought it was only fair to update you all and let you all know what's going on. I apologise for the wind noise. I don't want to do it where we're staying because there's too many freaks out there that just see a wallpaper and manage to work out where we are. So I've come outside. It turns out that the nobody that approached us this morning was in fact a nobody, breaking the law as well, impersonating being somebody that he's not. And an investigation has now been launched on behalf of the Loch Lomond, what's it called, Rangers Authority. This morning when the incident happened and we were leaving the caravan site, we spoke to the owner of the caravan site that we were on, who I've already said apologised for the way that we were treated. And he gave us the number of where we need to make the complaint. So we called that number and we left a voicemail this morning because nobody answered. They got back to us a couple of hours ago. And this lady confirmed, the Loch Lomond Rangers Authority confirmed that he was indeed lying. He was clearly just a troll who already hated us. He has no authority whatsoever, and he was breaking the law. Basically, she confirmed by pretending to be somebody that he's not, and that's a big law here, or something in Scotland. Obviously, it's a law everywhere. She had already watched the videos that and things that he's uploaded to his Facebook page, so she's had to, on her side, launch her own investigation, and I'm not allowed to go into detail on what that entails, she said, right now, so I can't. So that side of it is now out of our hands. I'm glad that that's going to be taken care of. It's a relief to know that Rangers don't genuinely speak to people in the way that he spoke to us.
Oh boy, that's a laugh.
And she was appalled at the videos and the posts that he's uploaded. He's actually broken numerous laws, including filming without our permission. You know, the massive amount of messages I've received from you guys saying you had no idea about the law on wearing a life vest when in a loch or on a paddleboard. Obviously, as a parent, safety comes first, so we have ordered life vests for the girls. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I've been messaging saying I didn't realise that was a thing. It's not, I mean, it is a thing, like, it is a thing that you should do, but it's not a thing as in, you know, somebody's going to come and arrest you if you don't do it, basically. But you should do it because of the things I just mentioned. So it's recommended that if you're on any sort of device on the loch, that you carry with you on board some sort of flotation device or buoyancy float. She did also say that no ranger, like actual ranger, would ever speak to you in the way that was uploaded on that video.
Oh boy, I've just got to tell him something.
Even though that video is not the full video, or not how the conversation fully went. But she said that you would never be spoken to like that. You'd only be educated. They'd maybe come over and say, hey guys, here's a leaflet on how dangerous locks can be. We'd recommend that you carry a flotation device on board if you go out, especially with children, and that would be it, basically.
Oh boy, I've just got to tell him something.
Definitely wouldn't be the degrading way that that guy spoke to us today, but he was a troll, so you kind of got to expect it. Also, another thing that I just wanted to say, I don't know if Chris is going to do this himself anyway, he said he might do, but I don't know if he will, I don't know. Either way, I'm going to address it right now. There's a couple of people hung up on the fact that Chris said we're famous online, or something of those words. So I just wanted to explain that what Chris meant from that comment was that you've received these complaints because we're well known online and we have trolls that complain about everything we do. And he was not saying it in the degrading way of, you can't talk to me like that, do you not know I'm famous?
But yeah, it was a lot of hard work today. I don't think it would be too bad if we only had little ones or we only had big ones, but because we had a mixture, it was just a lot. it was a lot. If it would have just been the little ones, we would have been able to take it at a much slower pace and it wouldn't have been quite as stressful. And if we only had big ones, then we wouldn't have had to worry about the little ones and we could have done a lot more, basically. But obviously we had a mix, and that's just the way it goes. It's the way our family is. Travelling and doing experiences or days out or holidays has never ever been something we've let children stop us doing. So having a child that, you know, a lot of people say like, oh my gosh, you're going away, but your baby's only 6 weeks old, 8 weeks old. My baby ain't stopping me doing nothing, because I don't think that, in my opinion, they need to. Sometimes it takes a little bit more prepping, sometimes it takes a little bit more time, but it's not something that I'm willing to avoid doing just because I've got a child. However, I probably won't go back to a place like that. There's actually another place called Scarrett, I think it's called, that's similar, and we were booking that for Sunday. We've decided not to do that now. We do have another trip booked for Monday, but we're not doing the similar place today because it was a lot of hard work. It was one of them days where we were a bit like, oh my gosh, we should come back when the children are a little bit older because this is quite difficult. So that's saying something, basically. I thought I'd come out here and address something because gosh, I can't not. So last night we had somebody make up a fake account and under the name of Laura and comment on our vlogs. I'm so upset that I spent £100 on prams for your girls and you haven't opened them. I was going to buy you guys more stuff, but now I'm not going to bother. And it got a lot of attention. So you well done, Laura. You really helped our vlog in the YouTube algorithm last night. It performed really well. We got loads more interaction on the vlog, loads more comments, which pushes your video. So thank you for that. But it got a lot of people saying, yeah, why are you not opening them? Poor Laura. And oh my gosh, I can't even cope. So first of all, that was a fake account. Laura herself messaged me and said, I keep commenting to this woman saying I'm the real Laura, stop doing this, but every time I do she blocks my, she deletes my comment, so I can't, and there's someone on your vlog trying to cause trouble. So Laura herself told me about this and I spoke to Laura about it, and that's fine. Now the reason we haven't opened the girls' prams is none of your business. I know you all seem to think that you have to know absolutely every single detail of absolutely everything, but it really is no one else's business as to why we haven't opened a gift as of yet. And it's certainly no one else's right to go online and speculate it's because we're selling them on eBay or it's because they haven't managed to shove them in the garage yet. Literally insane. I spoke to Laura. Laura knows why they've not been opened yet. Laura's happy with that, and that's where that should end, surely. Why anybody would set up a fake account, and it was set up because lots of you guys had commented saying you only set your account 20 minutes ago just to comment this, what are you doing? Why anyone would do that is absolutely hilarious and beyond me. I know we've all got a little bit more time on our hands at the moment, but I mean that is just a bit extreme. But the comments on there from some people saying how ungrateful we are and how unappreciative we are is actually insane that anybody could possibly think that. I am telling you now, we are probably one of the most grateful families that are on YouTube. If you think we're the only family that receives a huge amount of gifts, you're absolutely wrong. And how many other families do you see opening them online. Don't tell me we are unappreciative. We do what we can to find. It took me 3 days to find Laura, who posted the Girls Then Prams, because I had to physically even though I'd thanked her on the vlog, I wanted to thank her personally because it was such a big gift. And she left no other details other than that they were from Laura. It took me 3 days to find who this lady was, so that I could thank her personally. And the girls actually wrote her thank you cards about 2 days after they got the prams and posted them to after our address. Don't tell me we are unappreciative. We go out of our way to film as many packages as we can on our vlog. We can't obviously have every single day, every single vlog opening packages, because that would become boring and repetitive. But any packages that say, please will you open this on camera, we do it, because we want to show how appreciative we are. And not only that, but we have a box of all cards and letters we've ever been sent since we first ever started YouTube 4 years ago, which is brimming. In fact, it's spilled over into 2 boxes. We don't throw anything away because we appreciate absolutely everything. And I also want to add that we don't encourage people to send us gifts, and in fact we actively promote you guys to donate instead of sending us gifts. We probably receive 15 maybe 20 messages a month, every month, saying I really want to buy you guys a present, what size is Isla, or what size shoe is so and so, or what are the toys are the girls into at the moment, or what are you guys all interested in. And every single person has had a reply politely declining that we don't need gifts, and that whilst we appreciate it, we don't require gifts. Just leave a nice comment on the vlog instead. And anybody that writes anywhere else, we also remind them that we don't want gifts. We don't encourage people to send us gifts, and we actively say please donate to charity instead. However, that doesn't mean to say if someone has already sent us a gift and said please open on camera, we're not going to do that, because I think that's rude. And also for the couple of people saying I love how they opened Jace's big gift but they wouldn't open the girls, Jace's car was an outdoor toy that can sit in our outdoor garden. That's massive, and it'd be safe because it's an outdoor toy. That's the only reason Jace's were opened and not the girls, not because I prefer Jace's toys or any of the other ridiculous comments that I saw. But I just wanted to say, it's actually insane that someone's gone to the time of setting up a fake account to try and cause a bit of trouble, and so many of you guys have bit and also started commenting, why have you not opened Laura's prams that she sent the girls? Laura knows why. I speak to Laura often on other social media platforms and she knows why. It's just hilarious. It's literally just hilarious. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here and clear that up. If you see any comments from anyone called Laura saying how upset and devastated she is that we didn't open her pram, it's fake. Absolutely fake. And it's just people doing it to try and cause trouble. Hey guys, I'm just coming on here really quickly. I have been keeping off of online for the last couple of days because I know in situations like this the trolls come out in force and like to sprout their absolute and utter rubbish, posting it as fact everywhere, thinking that we don't do our research when we do. And then you've got little other people that then listen to the trolls and continue posting it as fact when actually it's a load of garbage. So just to make you all aware, because I've just looked at the comments on last night's vlog, if Chris was to fly home, he would not have to self-quarantine for 14 days if he was leaving straight away to come back to Spain. This isn't us doing a bit of research online or making up our own rules. This is us that have got the actual facts from the British Embassy and from the Foreign Office. We made phone calls yesterday and found all this out. If you want to post facts, helpful advice, then do your research before you do that. You give the Foreign Office a call yourself and make sure that you're well aware on what the facts are before you comment. Nearly 1,000 comments saying you need to self-quarantine for 14 days. No, we don't need to self-quarantine for 14 days if Chris travels home to pick up a car. Look it up, do some research and find out what the actual facts are before you comment stupidness on the vlog. For everyone else that's saying you guys need to come home, you should just all fly home, we're not going to ditch our £30,000 brand new caravan. We're not going to put it into storage that will cost goodness knows how much,
And we're not going to spend between £3,000 and £7,000 to get it shipped back to the UK. Why would we do that? It would cost a ridiculous amount of money. And why would we want to be back in the UK right now? Why would we want to do that? From our point of view, and surely our point of view is the only view that should matter, considering it's only us that's in, that would be probably one of the most expensive options to do, and would cut our travel short. We're not living by the rules in the UK right now. We're living by the rules that are in Spain, and there's no travel restrictions right now where we are. So why would we come home just for no reason and spend triple the amount of money shipping our caravan back home when we don't need to? For everyone else that keeps saying they don't think the rules apply to them, I'd absolutely love to know what travelling we've done that's breaking a rule. Because we haven't done any. Everyone keeps bringing up the Maldives. Oh my gosh, they went to the Maldives during a pandemic. No, we didn't. 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 No travel restrictions at all. Even when we got back from the Maldives, even when we got home from the Maldives, we still had a few days before they restricted travel.
It was days after we got home.
Yeah, it was days after we got home that they put the travel restrictions in place. We haven't broken any rules. We don't expect everybody to agree with everything that we do as a family. We don't expect everybody should be off travelling or everybody should be staying at home. People do what's right for them and their family. But nothing irritates me more than when people try and comment facts on our vlogs, on our work, on our things that we put up for your entertainment. They're facts. They're facts. Are actually not facts at all. Please do your research. Please look into whether Chris would have to quarantine if he came home and got straight back on the road again. We're not putting anybody in England at risk by Chris leaving the country. The way that we're getting out of this situation that we've been put in, that everyone's like, oh my goodness, it's a sign, you need to get home. It's not a sign. And for people saying, how can you go on a trip and not even go in a safe car? This isn't something that we could have predicted. Yeah.
A safe car?
Yeah, how
it's
could you
the safest cars on the market? It's just one of them things. It happened. It happens to everybody. Oh my god.
This is something that's happened that's out of our control, and we're making the best of the situation. We're not breaking any rules. I don't know why you guys, some of you watching this, not all of you, but some of you watching this, get so irate and involved and invested in our lives in the way that you do. It's just utterly insane. We're not breaking any rules. We're taking advice direct from the government, from the Foreign Office. We're not breaking any rules. We're doing what's right for us and our family. Thank you to everyone that's so supportive and all the lovely, amazing messages and comments that we've received. For everyone else, seriously, get a grip. That's all I'm going to say. Just get a grip. We're not breaking rules. Do your research. Look up what the rules actually are. And then just have a nice day.
Stop watching our channel.
Stop watching our channel if you don't like it. Have a nice day. And I'd say stay positive, but I'm not sure some of you know what that means, so good luck to you all. I'm going to call the police and let them know that Chris is going to be trying to leave the country. I'm going to call the caravan site that you're staying at and tell them you've got COVID. Get a flipping grip. I'm going to call the police and let them know that Chris is going to be trying to leave the country. I'm going to call the caravan site that you're staying at and tell them you've got COVID. Get a flipping grip.
I am fuming right now. It takes a lot to make me really mad, like tears, crying mad, and I've been reduced to that today, and I'm really, really angry. And it's not just this one person, it's multiple people that do this, and we push it down and we crack on and we ignore it and we push it to one side, and we chat often as a family about how the type of people that are doing this are, you know. But this is the reality of your words. This is the reality of Isabel, who is inspirational and always happy, and she's so uplifting and she's so positive all the time. Your words hurt, guys, and you have to think about how you say things and what you're saying to teenage girls before you say them, because they have such a detrimental effect on them, on the way they look and feel about themselves, on their mental health. And We're lucky. Me and Isabel have just had a massive hour-long chat. We're lucky because we've got so much support, not just in our family, but online. Like, we've got a massive amount of support online, and so we're surrounded by love and support, and it still hurts and it still feels overwhelming at times. So to all them thousands and thousands of people out there that don't have that support, that don't have that family unit, that don't have hundreds of thousands of people online saying, ignore them, we love you, you're beautiful, how must these words affect them? There were some very unkind words on Isabel's Instagram that were disgusting, that were from strangers that don't know Isabel, about her appearance and the way she looks, and it's absolutely disgusting. And I'm just disgusted about it, to be honest. And there's even things like that are not horrendously bad, but that just make someone question themselves and their own success. Things like, to Isabel, like, oh, you wish you were Mia, or you wish you were Casey J and you'll never be like them. No, Isabel doesn't wish she was Mia, and she doesn't wish she was Casey J. And just because if Isabel uploads a picture and she gets 20,000 likes on it, and Casey J or Mia or whoever else uploads a picture and they get 120,000 likes, that doesn't mean that Isabel's any less of a person, or Isabel's somehow failing at her successes, and that she should be overshadowed and put down for it and laughed at. Life's not about likes and how many likes you get on a blooming picture, or how many clicks you get on your Instagram or YouTube videos. Like, she's just seeing some disgusting, horrendous messages that are all about how she wishes she wishes she was someone else, and about her appearance and her weight, and nastiness that's just, oh my gosh. I can't have this platform and not use it for something that so many people are struggling with, and that's online hatred and bullying. Like, we have, I literally say that we have suffered the most horrendous online hate and bullying. I don't even know, like, I'm not comparing us to others, but we have received a lot. You can say anything you want about me, about Chris, about the way we act, the way we look, what you think about us. Do not bring children into it, because I'm not joking, it's wrong on so many levels, and there is no way you can justify it. No way at all. You can't say, well, you shouldn't do this, or well, they shouldn't do that. And don't come at me with, well, you shouldn't put them online, because why should we have to stop doing something we love? Why should we have to change because of your ignorance and your inability to just be kind or not say anything at all? I'm not vlogging anymore today. Sorry guys, but I'm ending the vlog here because it's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon and we never ever do this. But I'm putting the cameras down and we're just going to spend some time together as a family, and we're going to talk about things that happen in the world and why they happen. And I really hope that anybody watching this, if you've suffered in the way that Isabel's suffering right now, reach out, seek help, don't deal with it on your own. I was just saying to Isabel how lucky she is, because she's got parents who sit down with her, and I'll spend all day in this bedroom chatting to Isabel. Some children and teens don't have parents who have time to do that, or who don't do that, don't have the amount of love and support we've got. And so seek help if you're in this position. And if you're not, and you are one of those people that just feel a bit irritated sometimes, and so say something nasty, please think before you do that. Whether you're a teenager, a child, an adult, a grandparent, I don't care. Whoever you are, please just think about what you're saying before you say it. And that's all. I'm ending the vlog. We're going to spend some time together as a family today. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Good night. We just got here. I was just in the car on the way here. I saw a lot of these last night and I chose to just ignore it, and it's not bothering me, but I do want to bring it up just because it might stop some of the comments. Some of them are just questions, but some of them are really don't understand our situation. And when I replied telling them the situation, they said, oh well, maybe you should explain that on a vlog then and people wouldn't be as concerned. So we've had a few comments about the girls' school and them missing school and how do you manage to get around fines and why do you take them out of school so much? Do their education not matter to you guys, etc, etc. So I just wanted to say, we pay a stupid amount of money, a crazy amount of money every single year for the girls to go to a private school. And when I say a lot of money, we're talking like £25,000 a year just for Isabel and Esme to go to a really good private school. Their education is not something we take lightly. Trust me, we wouldn't pay that amount of money if we didn't care about their education. Because they go to private school, they do the work, whether they're in the classroom or whether they're on the road travelling or whether we're in Disneyland Paris or whether we're having an extra 2 days in Lanzarote, like 1 or 2 days, like we did on our last trip. It doesn't matter where we are in the world, they still get the work, they still do the school work. And we believe that travelling, life experiences, quality family time and all things like that are educational, as well as education basically isn't just sat in a classroom. That's what I'm trying to say. And just because we choose to go on holidays and the girls sometimes may, I mean, everyone's acting as though they miss school every week, their attendance is not even bad, but just because we choose to let them miss 5 days
to everyone else's, so a lot of people might think that we're not at school, but that's because our school are actually off school. Yeah, they do much longer days. They start at 8:20 and they finish at 4 every day, and then they get much longer holidays. So for example, at Christmas they get 10 no, summer, sorry, they get 10 weeks. Yeah. Christmas they get like a month, and they get much longer holidays. But yeah, I just want to, I know I don't have to explain it, and I know I'll receive an influx of messages and comments saying you shouldn't have to explain, you do what you think's right, and we do, that's why we're here. But I did just want to say that their education's not something we take lightly, and the ignorant comments that say that, hopefully now you'll understand that they still get the work and their education is definitely important to us. Anyway, I'm leaving that there. I will not be mentioning or bringing that up ever again. She was just sobbing, so I was like panicking, like, have you hurt yourself? What's wrong? Have you hurt yourself? And she just kept saying, I'm not hurt myself, I'm not hurt. And I was like, what's wrong? What on earth are you crying like this for? What's wrong? And it turns out that there's many words I want to use, but I won't. Some boy has been shouting disgusting, and I mean disgusting, things to her about us all, basically, and making her feel really bad, obviously. But I think it makes it worse when you're in school and you're stood on your own and then there's a massive group of teenage boys all laughing at you. But yeah, Isabel's very resilient when it comes to bullying and things like that. She's actually an anti-bullying ambassador, and she was selected to be that a while back. You guys probably know if you watch our vlogs. And she's really resilient against name calling, and if somebody says to her your hair looks a mess, she'll just be like, you're obviously feeling bad about yourself today. She's very resilient, and I think that's to do with the way we've brought her up and the way we've explained to her how some people work, but also through YouTube and social media and, you know, her Instagram. She'll see comments on there often and she'll be like, Mum, have you seen this comment? Oh my gosh, shall I delete it? Shall I block them? And she does. She's very resilient to people saying things like that online, and she sees what disgusting stuff are posted online, but unfortunately other peers also see these disgusting, absolutely disgusting things that people write online, and it's easy for Isabel to block them from home. It's not so easy when these cretins are shouting them out in the corridor and all of their friends are laughing and having a big full-on joke about it, and it's awful. It's absolutely awful. I don't even blame the child, to be honest. I blame the parents. Children should know. My children would know not to make another child feel disgusting in the way that Isabel's been made to feel. I can't stop thinking about something I just said because I feel like I could have offended a lot of people, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to offend anyone. So
So I wanted to come back on just in case. I might not have, but I might have. I wanted to come back on just in case and explain what I meant when I said that I don't blame the child, I blame the parents. Because I know it's not always the parent's fault, and a parent can't always be accountable for a child's actions, especially when it's something like this. When teenage boys get together with their friends and they shout something funny because they've seen it on social media, and then their intention's not always to actually cause harm to the person that they're name calling. It's just to be funny in front of their friends, or impress their friends, or impress another girl, and they just want to be accepted and I guess laughed at, and that's not the parents' fault. So when I just said I don't blame the child, I blame the parents, I take that back. There are circumstances, and especially what we've seen online from what we've been attacked with over the last 2 years, that makes me think, how can a parent think it's acceptable to act like that, and what are they teaching their children when they're acting that way? And that's what I kind of meant, but that doesn't mean that everyone's the same. Isabel goes to a really good school, and I highly doubt that the parents would be encouraging this type of behaviour. But I guess I'm just trying to say to parents watching this, I know a tiny minority of you guys that are watching this are not nice and are not watching our videos for the best intentions, but at least teach your children. Even if you can't be nice, at least teach your children that it's not acceptable to make anybody else feel bad. It's not acceptable to bully someone else or to make someone else upset and hurt for your gain, to make other people laugh, or whatever the reason may be. There's far other ways to be accepted and to make people laugh than making someone else hurt in the way that Isabel's been made to feel today. And that's basically just what I wanted to say. Don't blame all parents. Don't hate me for that comment. I apologise to all of our lovely iFam that love our travel vlogs, but we're taking some time away from the camera because, like Chris just said, it's not fair on our children that every single holiday we go on is tainted. It's not fair on me and Chris that we're constantly paranoid about posting and locations being searched and googled and posted online, and they're contacting campsites and us having to justify and explain to caravan site owners that this is happening because of this and this is the reason, and this is what we have to deal with wherever we go. Constant calls to the police, constant calls to
social services.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. We want to enjoy holidays, we want to make memories with our children, and we don't want that tainted every day by you absolute weirdos that can't leave us alone, that can't just let us have some privacy. And when I say privacy, and don't even dare try and turn it round.
You put your life online, so you deserve it.
You showed the island in your kitchen, so therefore you deserve to have your address leaked all over online. No, that's not how the world works. And if it was spun the other way, and I did that to you online, it's uproar. There's absolute uproar. I share somebody's first name online, their first name. Oh my gosh, Sarah's doxing someone. Oh my gosh. You people seriously need to get a reality check and get a grip.
Yeah, literally.
Because what we go through every single day at the hands of you is actually disgusting and on another level.
The thing is that the world is wising up to this sort of abuse. It is wising up, and it will come a day where every single one of you fools that do this to us every day are going to answer for it. Yeah, to the point where we move into a new house, so we deserve people driving past and zooming in on our front window and making videos about our address and about the history of our address, about where it was built and stuff. Like, come on.
I mean, also going to say though that in the past, when we've tried to have these people removed from doing this type of thing to us online, it has always been a case of, is it worth it from the amount of money that it costs, because it's in the tens of thousands. And I've always said, Chris has always said, yeah, we should just do it, and I've always just said, no, just ignore them. I don't care. I don't care. Let them post what they want. I don't care.
Why are we wasting precious money?
Why would I spend tens of thousands of our pounds on these weirdos? Just leave them to it. I really don't care. But actually now we have agreed that enough's enough.
It's worth it. Every penny.
And we're not doing this anymore. I'm sick of replying to comments I'm sick of replying to messages and comments saying, have you seen this? Is this true? And trying to explain myself over and over and over and over again about blooming everything we do in our lives, constantly trying to justify why I had a burger for my tea last night. If I want a burger for my tea, I'll have a burger for my tea. You continue to chat about my weight, I don't mind. Just the same way as if you commented on my hair, don't like it long, I wouldn't go and cut it, because your opinions don't matter to me in the same way that my opinion doesn't matter to you.